Today I'm going to be reviewing Hero Wars Alliance by Nexters Global Ltd. Hero Wars Alliance is a fantasy RPG where you gather heroes to help purge the land of evildoers. Basically, you gather a team of heroes to do battle in a linear style of storyline. You can get various items to boost each hero's strength, 6 items in total per hero. After you get those items, you can rank your character up to the next color. Those colors going from white to orange. You can also get hero shards to help raise the star rank of your heroes. Now, to my surprise, I actually remember playing this game before, except the game looks completely different now than it did back then. Before, it was a game where you had a character in a room with your view being from the outside of that room, with your character having a number over their head. All the other enemies in all the other rooms had numbers over their head as well, with your goal being to clear the building of all enemies. Whenever you would defeat an enemy, their number would be added to yours. Yeah, that's not this game anymore. The studio completely overhauled the game to be what it is currently. But enough about what it used to be, let's talk about what the game currently is. The game has a storyline that's fairly straightforward like I mentioned previously, but the game has added a PvP arena and a tower. You also have a shop where you can spend diamonds, coins, and tickets to buy anything from hero shards to experience potions. To be honest, the game is night and day from what it used to be. You do need an internet connection to be able to play this game, so this game is no dice to play in airplane mode. Like I mentioned before, the game I played was completely different from the one I remember. Not to mention that it's completely different from the ads that I saw for it. And the thing is, you've probably already seen one of those ads. You know, they're the weird ones. The one where you have a line of guys waiting for their death, who all die except for our hero who tries to rise back up from the pit of defeat and, well, you know what? Let me just show you. And yes, that was a legit ad for this game. Like I said, kind of strange, right? That being said, it's really not horrible for what it's trying to be. It's a decent enough game that you can play it and not be bored after 5 minutes. Again, it's not quite a game that I enjoy playing, but it has a decently enjoyable story, and while it's a simple one, it's not terrible. It's not super complicated, and I felt like I could keep progressing at a decent pace. The only real issue I found so far is that in the description on the Google Play Store page, it calls it an idle game, and I found exactly 0 places that allow you to collect resources after being AFK. So I wouldn't call this an idle game at all, and I can see that being an area of confusion. Overall, I would give this section a 7 out of 10. There are no forced ads for this game. As a matter of fact, I've not been able to find any ads at all. For that alone, this section gets a 10 out of 10. This is where things come crashing down. I found in-game that you can spend anywhere from $1.14 to $260. And the worst part is, the Google Play Store says that you can spend up to $480. I haven't been able to find where in the world you would be able to spend that kind of money in-game, but holy crap, no wonder why they don't have ads. This section gets a 2 out of 10. I've said it before, and I will say it again. There is no good reason to spend money in mobile games, especially not at these prices. It's not quite pay to win, but it's pretty darn close. The game, in terms of longevity, is actually pretty good. You have to spend energy to fight in the storyline, but I have found 0 issues with getting energy, whether it's via level ups or daily missions. More than enough energy, in fact. It's a game where you can leave for a while, come back, and have no real issue with picking up from where you left off. However, like I mentioned before, on the Google Play Store page, it does say in the description that it's an idle game, and that is going to be misleading, so that is definitely going to affect some people in terms of how long they want to play the game or whether or not they enjoy the game at all. but it is still drastically better than what the game used to be, so I am going to be giving this section a 6 out of 10. All things considered, I would give this game a 6 out of 10. The ridiculous microtransactions really brought down what's otherwise a fairly solid game. On the Google Play Store page, the game is currently rated T for Teen with a 4.4 star rating with over 1 million reviews and 100 million downloads as of the making of this video. The game was published on March 17th, 2017, with its most recent update being July 4th, 2024. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to see what comes next. Now remember, you all are awesome, and I will see you in the next video. This is Nodmportant, nodding off.